Let's get this show rolling here. You know, we always talk about showing some memorabilia at the beginning of these shows. I got more memorabilia than I even know I have. I mean, let's just say I've been collecting so long, I've lost track of all this stuff. I mean, I've forgotten about all the stuff I have. Check this one out from Viva Los Dodgers back in 2003. It's a folder that it says Hits from the Diamond. You open them, there's a CD, DVD, CD-ROM in here. But not only does it have some interactive games and stuff on it, and it's old QuickTime technology, but it's got about 7 songs, and one of them's a song by Santana, which is kind of cool. And I don't know, it's kind of funky. So we're going to have to check that out. But I don't even remember getting this. It's from 2003, I know that. All right, let's start this show with a 10-count countdown. Let's talk Dodgers. Hit it. Well, not tonight, tomorrow.
Time for Dodger baseball.
Hey, wait a minute. What are we cheering about? Yeah, we're cheering about the fact that Dodgers won a series. Oh, man. I'm Randy. You know who you are. Come on in. Pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers. This is the best first and only video podcast by fans, for fans of your LA Dodgers, right? Right? Yeah, okay. All right, let's get to business here. We got a lot of stuff to talk about and a long time to do it. And no, Bobby K, this is not going to be a short show. Why? Because there's no baseball tonight. But I'm going to fix that for you a little later. You'll hear about it. Today's the 24th day of July, 2025. Dodgers just won 2 out of 3 from the Twinkies. And in Game 1, the Dodgers got the better of the Twins. They won it 5-2. There was 1 home run by Shohei Ohtani. Let's hear that one right now.
In a leadoff walk.
Today's starting pitcher for the Dodgers is at 34 home runs this year. Hitting the ball in the air to center field.
Oh.
The starting pitcher hits a monster home run. He is out of this world.
Yeah. Okay. Settle down. Okay, we're going to talk more about that home run a little later. There was also, there were other home runs in that game. You're right. Yeah. 2 by Will Smith. Let's hear those. I want to hear those.
Coming up in a 2-1 game in the 4th.
Festamo, since giving up a 2-run home run to Ohtani, he has not allowed another base run.
Until now.
Turn in the air, deep center field. Buxton going back, running out of the back.
Well, a lot of these guys in this Dodger lineup are in scoring position when they're in the batter's box. Well, they need that lately. 7 of the 12 runs that they scored against Milwaukee come by this. It's a big throw.
Kind of loud to make out what Oral was saying, but we heard him. He said some of the guys that show up in the batter's box, they're already in scoring position. Yeah, Will Smith hit that one, and he hit this one too. That one was in the 4th inning. This one was in the 6th inning of that second game.
Bill, his 13th. He leads the league in average on base. His slugging is now into the top 10 in the league.
Whoops, another left center field.
Oh, wait, that's Will.
Will Smith is his second of the game, and it's 4-1.
Can you say Will Smith is hot? I think you could say that. All right. And there's one more home run I think I want to play for you. Oh, 2 more. Andy Pages hit one in that same. And we had all these home runs. We still didn't win. Pages hit one in the 7th inning of that game. Let's hear it.
Pages 0 for 2 in this game.
Pitch. Pages rifles the ball to left field, drifting back toward the wall. This one's going to leave the yard too. The Dodgers with their 4th home run of the night. That was a missile from Andy Pages, his 18th home run of the season, and it's now 5-1 LA.
Yeah, we like that. Okay. Now the big news this week is that Shohei has been hitting home runs very consistently. He's hit 1 in the last 5 games each. And we'll talk about that stat soon, but let's hear that 5th one from yesterday's game in the 5th inning. He was the only one that hit a home run yesterday for us, so let's hear it.
Fly ball center field, headed for the Saints, reaching him again. 5th consecutive game with a Shohei home run. Breaking ball, he supplies the power. The home run last night was on a split finger, and he's hit all of that from center field to left field, staying back, letting the ball travel, and then using his own power.
And he's using all the fields, which we like, and that shows you he's the only most consistent guy on the team. And what the heck is wrong with Mookie? I mean, they're talking there's all kinds of weird stuff online saying he's hurt and all. He's not hurt, but there's something going on. And Dave Roberts says, well, I'm going to talk to him and see what's going on personally. Should have been doing that all week, Dave. Where you been? Anyway, let's do a quick injury report. We haven't done one in a couple of days, and there's some good news here, good updates going on. And of course, I predicted most of this because as last year, they had all their injuries, a million of them throughout the season. And then funny enough, ironically enough, wink, wink, they get everybody back in the last 2 months. That's what's going on here. Max Muncy injured his left knee, had a bone bruise, you may remember, and they was expected to return in August. Well, he's set to continue his rehab by heading to Dodgers Arizona Complex to take live at-bats, after which he could begin a rehab assignment during the week of July 28th. That's coming up. So he may be back in early August, which would be a good thing, I think. Right? Yeah, all right. Okay. All right. Also, we haven't heard about this guy in a while. Roki Sasaki, he injured his right shoulder. Well, they call it a right shoulder impingement. What does that mean? Anyway, he's expected to return in late August, they say. Yeah, just in time for September, right? Yeah, all right. He threw a 39-pitch bullpen session yesterday. After throwing one more bullpen session, he's expected to go to the Dodgers complex in Arizona to begin facing hitters during the week of July 28th. With Max Muncy on that shuttle, too. All right, and the last guy in this injury report, Ben Kasparius. He injured his right calf. He had a cramp in his right calf. Oh, I hate when those happen in your calf. Anyway, he's expected to return sometime now, like during the Boston series. And they said his MRI came back clean, which is, I'll give you, yeah. Okay. Give you a shout out for that, Ben Kasparius. Clean MRI means no real damage. Good. A few days of rest. He's expected to avoid the IL, so he should be back maybe tomorrow, maybe in the bullpen tomorrow for the Boston series. I hope. Yeah. All right, let's get into some fun stuff. It's all fun stuff. This is sort of a do you care, but I do kind of care because the guy's a good guy. You guys everybody remember Rich Hill from a few years ago? Nicknamed Dick Mountain. Well, he made his 2025 debut with his 14th team, tying a major league record for a number of teams been with, for the Kansas City Royals, and he went 5 innings, let up only 1 earned run. But here's the kicker on this guy. He's 45 years young right now, and he's still pitching. Not many guys have done that. Former Dodger has been in 386 games. He's started 248 of them. His ERA is 4.01. He's pitched 1,409 innings, has 1,428 strikeouts with 543 walks. I like the ratio. And 175 home runs allowed. However, his opponent's average, his batting average against him is .234. I think that's magnificent. Not bad for a 45-year-old, right? Way to go, Rich Hill. You were great as a Dodger. You're great as a human being. And this guy might even equal Nolan Ryan to pitch until he's 48 or something. Who knows? But more power to you, Rich Hill. Yeah, he's a great guy, and maybe he'll come back and be like in some kind of capacity for the Dodgers when he retires. He'd be a great scout or something, or a pitching coach or something. I don't know. He's great. All right, shout-outs. We have a lot of shout-outs. Say, oh boy, might need a drink of water before we do this one. A lot of shout-outs from different quarters of the internet, mostly from our Facebook page, of course. Me, you. All right. We have today in our bullpen of action in our shout-outs, we have, oh man, a ton of people. Let's see if I can do it all. Not in one breath, but let's see if we can do it. Brad A, Jenny O, Mark B. Hey, Mark, what's going on? Cheryl C, Aaron G, Chris C up there in Vandenberg, AFB. Yes, that AFB. Irma P, Renee D, Roger E, and you and me and Fox Jabri, because he's Fox Cali, because he's El Zorro. And yeah, and thank you so much, everybody, for watching Let's Talk Dodgers. Also, thanks for subscribing on YouTube. Thanks for following us here on Facebook. Tell all your Dodger-loving friends, anybody that wears one of these around your neighborhood, tell them to watch Let's Talk Dodgers. I know there's a lot of other Dodger podcasts out there, even one that MLB does now on our Dodger website. It's not very, it's all right. I'll give it a C+, all right? I can't speak badly about the MLB, but come on. They're not our guys. They're a national group. We cover our guys because we're Dodger maniacs, right? Right. Okay. We're always talking Dodger Blue. Welcome aboard all the newbies, by the way. Shout out to the newbies. Shout out to anybody that's new. All right. Okay. This date in Dodger history. Oh, before we do that, if you're new to the group here, you can either write to us, drop mail in here at the Facebook page, or you can write to me personally. And the email address here is letstalkdodgers@gmail.com. Letstalkdodgers@gmail.com. This date in Dodger history, July 24th. Way back there before any of us were born. In 1931, wow, 98 years ago. For the second time in 10 days, Babe Herman hits for the cycle. Now here's why this is important. Second time in 10 days. That's pretty remarkable. Anybody else done that? Maybe one or two guys have done that. But check this out. The Dodger outfielder, Babe Herman, we're talking about him, he joins Long John Riley and Bob Musial as only three of the, what they call their tricyclists, get that? To have collected a single, double, triple, and a home run in one game 3 times. So they're tricyclists. Get it? They hit the cycle 3 times. I don't know whether we've seen this again since 1931. I don't know if it's going to happen ever again. Maybe Sarah Langston will look into that, see if they know of 3 guys that have hit for the cycle 3 different times. That's pretty darn amazing. Way to go on this date, July 24th, 1931. Babe Herman hit for the cycle again as one of the 3 guys that have done it 3 times. Wow. All right, stats of the day. We got a boatload of stats, and we got just enough time to do them because it's a podcast, a long version. Day off for the boys. They're flying to Boston. We'll talk about that later. Something rare on Monday happened against the Twins. And you heard it. Shohei Ohtani was on both sides of the ball in the first inning, surrendering a leadoff home run to Byron Buxton before crushing a 2-run blast that 441-footer I played for at the beginning of the show to straightaway center. Before then, no pitcher had given up both a home run and hit a homer in the first inning of the same game since the Phillies' Randy Lurch did it May 17th, 1979. First guy to do it in, 45 years? Yeah, it's Shohei Ohtani. Pretty cool. Also in that game, here's something that nobody's talking about. I think I saw it one time in the media. Freddie Freeman, the great future Hall of Famer. And remember what I say, when you call him a future Hall of Famer and he's still playing, he should be in the Hall someday, right? We hope so. All right. In that first game with the Twinkies on Monday, Freddie Freeman hit his 535th career double, which had him passing Lou Gehrig. Yeah. He passed Lou Gehrig on the all-time list. Now Freddie's in 41st place. So only 40 guys have hit more doubles in their careers than Freddie Freeman. He's 4 doubles behind Al Simmons. Then he'll be in 40th place. So that means he's going to be one of the top 40 guys ever in baseball to hit that many doubles. I mean, that's crazy. He's got 535 doubles. That's nuts. Way to go, Freddie Freeman. All right. More Shohei Ohtani stats. You probably heard all these already. Let's see. Okay, Ohtani, this is a neat one. From the other day, he tied the franchise record by homering in his 5th straight game on Wednesday, taking the Twins starter Chris Paddock deep for a solo shot in the first. You heard it. The last major leaguer to go deep in 5 straight games was Aaron Judge. He did it in September of last year. And then Ohtani had never gone as many as 4 straight before, so this is new for him. 5 straight's a career high for him. Ohtani became the 7th Dodger in Dodger history to homer in 5 games in a row, joining, listen to this list, boys and girls. Max Muncy did it in 2019. We're going to go backwards now in time. Max Muncy did it in 19. Jock Peterson did it in 2015. Adrian Gonzalez did it in 2014 and 15. Matt Kemp did it in 2010. Sean Green did it in 2001. And the earliest anybody can see the Dodgers have been doing that, Roy Campanella hit in 5 straight, 1950. So those are the only Dodgers that have ever done that. 5 home runs in 5 games. That's pretty elite company, don't you think? Yeah. Way to go, Shohei. All right, incidentally, the Major League record, in case you're wondering, and you probably are, Major League record for consecutive games with at least a home run in them is 8 by Dale Long, done in 1956. Also done by Don Mattingly, 1987, of course, the Yankees. And Ken Griffey Jr. did it in 1993. Only 3 guys have done that. That's pretty wild. 8. Let's see if can Shohei make it to 8. He's at 5 right now. He's got to do it in all 3 games against Boston. That should be a piece of cake for him, right? All right. Also, the last stat of the day, as usual, is the Jack-in-the-Box Jumbo Jacks. Oh, wait a minute. Timeout. One more stat of the day. Yesterday, Tyler Glasnow. What a performance by that guy. He had 12 strikeouts by himself which leads to the next stat, Jumbo Jacks, okay. But 12 Ks are the most strikeouts in a game by any Dodger this season, any Dodger starter. So way to go, Tyler Glasnow. 12 Ks? Wow. All right, Jack in the Box Jumbo Jacks watch. Wow, we got a lot of them because all 3 games in a row, whether we won or lost, we still had 7. Dodger pitching staff records 7 strikeouts. You and me, we get free Jumbo Jacks the next day. So today's one of those days because yesterday they got 15. So far this season, the pitching staff has come through with 7 or more Ks 83 times in 103 games. That's still 80.5% so far this season. So 80% of the time, the Dodgers are reeling off 7 or more strikeouts in a game, which means you and I get free Jumbo Jacks the next day. Thanks, Jack. Thanks, Dodgers. That's pretty cool. All you got to do is walk into your neighborhood Jack in the Box, whether in LA or Ventura counties. All you have to say is, give me the Dodger deal, please. Buy a large drink, and you get a free Jumbo Jack, and you can even customize it. Very, very cool. All right, quick hit trivia time. We didn't have one last time. It's a good one for you older folks, older than me even, but you got to be around my age or older to know this one. Cheryl C., I bet she gets this one. Lynn T., I know he's going to get it. He remembers these guys. All right, this is a good one. 3 Dodgers in the 1960s won Rookie of the Year honors. I'm going to give you the 2 names. You come up with the third. 2 of them were Jimmy Lefevre in 1965 and Ted Sizemore in 1969. Can you name the other Dodger who took home a Rookie of the Year award in the 1960s? Can you? Answer in just a few minutes, all right? Put your thinking caps on. You can ask Siri if you want. She might know. All right, that light's bugging. Why do we have that light on anyway? That was on last time too, wasn't it? I'm sorry. All right, secret stuff. So many people keep asking me, so here we go again with this. Write this down, and if you miss it, rewind and watch it again. There are several different ways to watch Dodger games for free. Okay, don't let Spectrum hear me say that. There are several different ways. The newest way to watch, thanks to my friend, by the way, another shout out for Aaron G. Aaron told me about this one. Newest way to watch the Dodgers for free and maybe even for low pay if you want to pay them. I don't know. It's up to you. It's called tvpass.org. Just put into your browser tvpass.org. There you'll find a big list of television stations. There's 177 of them. And what you do is you scroll down in alphabetical order or in numerical order, either way, because it's both the same. Number 139 on that list is Spectrum Sportsnet LA. They also carry the MLB Network. And they also carry a lot of other great stations. If you watch TCM and Turner Classics, you watch Hallmark, all that stuff, you can watch it for maybe a week or more free. But if they charge you, the most they charge you, I think, is $15 a month. And it's for that whole package. And you get 177 channels, as I said. That's a pretty good deal. And but if you watch it on a computer, a phone, or a tablet, no charge. I think the only way they charge you if you stream it through your Roku system. Like if you have a Roku TV or just the Roku app. But why stream it through Roku when you just put it generally on your TV if you have a smart TV or on your computer? So pretty neat to watch. So try that one out, tvpass.org. Another one is the overseas betting site from Iran called MLB 66, or now it's called MLB24ALL.ir. Another cool one is also free. It's called MLB Streams. You'll find it at this URL address, no W's, straight on, straight onto your browser, MLBwebcast.com. That's MLBwebcast.com. And another great way to watch is right here in Facebook. If you're watching me in Facebook right now, Blue Live Stream, which was a page in Facebook last year, it's gone now, but they've changed their name to BLS for Blue Live Stream. And you can still have it, but you got to be invited by someone in the group, and I'm here, so you can hit me up for it. And that's how that one works. So there's all those different ways to watch the Dodger games for free, even when they're on Apple TV. BLS has them. That's pretty cool. All right, let's get you out of the ballpark. And that ballpark this weekend will be Fenway Park in Boston starting tomorrow night, or if you're watching me tonight, Friday, July 25th. It's going to be Emmett Sheehan on the hill for the Blue. He's 1-1 with a 4.41 ERA. He's going up against Brian, he spells it B-R-A-Y-A-N, Brian Bello. He's 6-4 with a 3.24 ERA. It's a 4-10er game on the West Coast. That means it's 7:10 back there in Massachusetts. 4:10 p.m. Pacific Time. Sportsnet LA has the game on Friday. On Saturday, all right, Cheryl Alert coming up. Cheryl Alert. Saturday is going to be Clayton Kershaw Day. He's on the hill for the Blue. He's going against Garrett Crochet. That's a Big Fox game. It's also, I believe, 4:10 or 4:15. Should I look that one up real fast? I might have to. We'll look it up real fast. ESPN usually has a bead on the schedules. Did you guys know that? If you ever don't know what time a game is somewhere or who's pitching, ESPN has them all. Even when the teams don't even announce it, ESPN already has it on there. I don't know. They get insider info. Let's check Saturday's game real fast for you. That's all they have shown is like 2 games, Friday and Saturday. So Saturday's game is going to be Clayton Kershaw. Yeah, that's a 4:15 game on Fox, right? That's right. And Sunday's going to be Dustin May, 6-6 with a 4.73 ERA, and he's going up against Walker Buehler, old friend, 6-6 also with a 5.72 ERA. That's a 10:35 brunch game with the Dodgers on Sportsnet LA and all the other places I told you about. 10:35 a.m., okay? That's 1:35 Eastern Time. 10:35 on Sportsnet LA, Dustin May and Walker Buehler facing off. They're both 6-6. Who knew? All games on the Dodger flagship radio station AM 570 LA Sports, KLAC, and in Ventura County area, fans can hear all games over the new KVYB, that's K-Vibe, KVYB Groovy 106.3. It's a 60s and 70s oldies station, which I love. And I have an oldies station, but we won't go there right now. Of course, KTNQ, La Super Q, 1020 has all the Spanish broadcast games, and that's going to be all the time. All right, let's see. Quick hit trivia answer. We told you a minute ago, we mentioned there were a total of 3 Dodgers who won Rookies of the Year award in the decade of the 1960s. I gave you 2 of them, Jimmy Lefevre in 65 and Ted Sizemore in 69. But who was the other Dodger who won the Rookie of the Year in the 1960s? Anybody remember? Anybody get it? You got to be older than me to remember it, sort of. I bet you Cheryl got it. I know Lynn got it. Yeah, it was Hondo, Frank Howard in 1960. He had 23 home runs and 77 RBIs, batting .268 that season in 1960. Frank Howard. Wow, what a name from the past. All right, other cool stuff. Don't forget, I tend to leave some pretty cool Dodger content about the team on our Facebook page from time to time. So check back often, particularly today, since there's no game. I like to leave a little something for you that's a little more substantial than just a clip. This is a whole game, all right? Today's content is a Brooklyn Dodger game against the New York Giants from Ebbets Field. The Dodgers and Giants at Ebbets Field. Wow, we can't do better than that. It's from August 5th, 1957. I won't tell you who wins. But there are 3 guys calling that game. It's Vince Scully, Jerry Doggett. Anybody remember the other guy that was broadcasting Dodger games in the late 50s? It was Al Helfer. Sometimes they had Connie Desmond too, but Al Helfer's on this one. So we're going to put that up after this show. So whenever you see this in our Facebook page, look beneath where this is located. You'll see the URL address to that 1957 Dodger Giant game from Ebbets Field. All right? That's a cool thing to hear, man. When you hear old games like that, nothing. So that'll substitute for your game watching. I just put on the radio broadcast from the 57 game with the Dodgers and Giants. I mean, you're going to hear from a whole kinds of really great stars on those teams, so it should be a lot of fun. All right, we'll talk with you again soon, probably after this series is over. Go Blue, we got to beat the Red Sox. I told my friend Doug Allen back east, we're going to beat the crap out of those guys. I mean, come on. And just as a reminder, so you remember where this game is going to be, particularly Cheryl, on Saturday. Remember, it's Big Fox, okay? So we'll see you next time. Come on back, pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers on, what is it going to be, maybe Sunday or Monday? Probably Monday afternoon. All right, see you then. Have a great weekend. Go Blue, beat the Sox on Fox. Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.